back at it. That time change messed me up last night, so I'm late. Letting this ladder stand. Got oaks all around. Got a little ridge right here. Hoping my shots are gonna be right here. Well, I hadn't hunted in about 2 weeks, and it shows. I got this camera all set up on the tree, turned it on, no memory cards. Left them. Been here for almost 2 hours, I guess. Haven't seen anything, feels kind of dead out here. I'm gonna make better use of my time than sitting here, and I'm gonna go try to find some new spots to hunt, or some good sign to hunt, I guess. Got a quick update. Need these guys and this guy for it to work. Just for documentation purposes, you can verify that they are in there. Got 2 card slots. I don't have one on either slot. Good morning to not see something. Went in here scouting a couple hours ago. I'm in these same woods that I've been hunting over the white oaks and the swamp chestnuts, where I missed one the other day. So I just checked a few oaks in there, and I found a cluster of 3 white oaks, literally raining acorns. As I stood there, I bet you close to 100 fell off the trees in the 10 minutes that I was there. There's fresh poop, there's old poop, there's acorns on the ground, there's caps. It's beat down, there's a ton of tracks, deer tracks, hog tracks, everything. I've seen them dropping there before, and they get on them pretty good, so I didn't have to look any further. That was the first spot I really checked, and I'm gonna go in there and sit this evening and see what happens. I'm gonna have to climb up in my saddle. This is an old ladder stand my dad used to bow hunt out of. It's on a swamp chestnut, but that thing's not dropping much, if any. I'm gonna go right over here. There's a tiny little rub right there. Another one beside it. So this is the spot. I don't know if you can tell it. So it's this tree, and this tree dropping. Saw a bunch of, I'm gonna climb this tree. It's dropping these guys. So I'm gonna try to hurry up and get up this tree. I don't have any shots from here to here. Got shots here. Try to give y'all a little tip real quick while I'm waiting on the deer. It's pretty windy, so one may slip in on me quiet. From the several times that I've used this tree saddle, shooting this recurve is a little different than a compound. It's a lot longer. It's like a 62-inch bow. A lot of compounds are like 30, 32, 34 inches or something. I can't remember what this rope is called, but it's the one you attach to the tree. I put it up about 4 head height. If I can get away with it, I like having a shorter leader right here, like sliding this ropeman up and then making my bridge longer, like wider. But I found sometimes, like in this particular tree where I'm at, to be able to get a better shot, it helps to have a longer line here, a single line, and shorten my bridge up. Like, I don't know if y'all can see that very well. My bridge is really, really short right now. I slid this prusik all the way up pretty tight, and this is the Phantom tree saddle, so this one allows you to adjust the bridge. What that does is, when I go over here to shoot, when I draw back, I'm not having to go over a V of like the bridge where it's 2 ropes coming down and it's wide. That kind of gets in the way of my arm drawing back. So all I've got to do is clear this one single rope, and that helps me get drawn back better. So I don't know if that'll help y'all or not, but you know, if you're having trouble getting drawn back, you know, shooting to one side or the other, try lengthening this and shortening your bridge if you can do it. It helped me, just practice drawing up here. I can hear deer popping acorns right over there. Probably within 100 yards of me. I can't see it, it's too thick. Back up here this morning, same stand. Same stand I've hunted the last 2 times. 3 white oaks right here, all dropping. Last time I hunted it, I had a spike come in after shooting light right up under my tree, and another deer coming in, but it kind of spooked and ran, so I'm on it one more time this morning. If I don't do any good, I'm gonna pull all this stuff out of the tree. It's supposed to be kind of a north or an east wind today, but it's practically non-existent, so it's just kind of floating down right here under my tree. Hopefully I can get a shot before something smells me. I'm 0 for 2 on the year. Pretty quick after I got set up. I had a spike come in behind me. Circled around right here to my left. Just a perfect shot. Just a chip shot. I just missed. My arrow looked good left and right. It was just high. I just shot over his back. Not really used to shooting out of a tree stand or a saddle or anything because I gotta aim lower. Almost had me a trophy spike. When I shot, he wasn't really spooked that bad. He just kind of trotted off. But I saw a second deer over there that I didn't know was there. There's a couple of them moving around in here. Maybe they'll come back. Only thing it might be a bugger is this flashing knock I got down here on the ground. That might bother them if they come back. Oh well. The pursuit continues. So I climbed down and got my arrow because it was blinking my not strobes. If another deer was coming in, I didn't want it to spook because of that. I didn't think anything was around. When I got about halfway back up the tree, a deer blew at me like 2 or 3 times over there where that deer ran a while ago. I don't know if it was him or another one, but if y'all want to see something kind of funny, I've got it for you. It's what you call giving one a haircut. Just a bunch of back hair on the ground down there. He ought to have him a good little identifying mark in the future. Well, that's gonna wrap up this spot. I'm about to get down. I'll take all this stuff down, get it out of the tree. That way if I find another spot, I'll be ready to go. Going to get in this ladder stand on the edge of this field. Been a lot of deer coming in here. Back again. Can't do it. Got the dove bucket. I'll try sitting on the ground because I ain't got long to hunt. This is the same place I hunted the first day I hunted when I had a doe come by me. And I couldn't get a shot. I just sat up on the ground, put some stuff in front of me. We'll see how it works. sitting in the oaks again. Well, I was kind of getting ready to get down. Saw a deer right over here, and that's actually under the white oaks. I missed the spike the other day. He was walking this way. The wind's blowing there and there, east and southeast. I thought he was just going to keep going, and he started kind of circling. It was like he was going to come into this tree or that tree to eat. And he stopped about 40 or 50 yards out there and blew 4 or 5 times and trotted off about 50 yards and went back to feeding. So I'm guessing maybe the wind swirled or something and he got my wind, but it was a little 4-point or something. I would have shot him if he had came in for sure, but kind of getting to that point, anything goes for me. Sat there for another hour or so, I guess, and a little while later, I think it was the same one, he blew again over there. So the wind, I checked the wind, it's starting to swirl now, but a lot of leaves falling off the trees. Pretty morning. I just got to go try to get a couple more spots ready. I've been beating this area a little too hard every time I hunt, so we'll make it happen eventually. I'm on a green field this evening. It's pretty hot. It's about 72, 75 maybe. Got a southeast wind. It's a bunch of tracks right down here on the edge of this field, so I'm hoping one will come close enough to give me a shot. Maybe it'll stay that way. Guess I'm gonna do this stupid interview. I missed again. It's the third time this year. That doe was about 20 yards, which is right on the edge of my range that I feel comfortable shooting. I know she was walking when I shot. I was aiming for that. Maybe I should have stopped her, but the reason I didn't, I was watching her, and there was another one over to my right, just a little bit further. And I was just about getting ready to draw back on the one I was watching, the one the camera was on, and I glanced to the right, and that big one to my right's just looking right at me. I knew as soon as I moved she was gonna bolt, and this one probably was too, so I stayed still, and luckily the one in front of me stayed, and she started rubbernecking down the field, and got a little suspicious, but she got behind some stuff, and then this one turned broadside for me. That's why I didn't want to alert her anymore. I wanted to shoot her walking. I felt like I could hit her, but obviously I shot a little high, I guess. I really think she probably ducked more than the last one did. It might have been a little bit high anyways, but it probably would have at least spined her, might have double lunged her, but either way, I shot over her. She ducked like they always do, so back to the drawing board. And while I was getting everything ready, I hadn't even pulled my bow up yet. I was about to screw my bow hanger in. I looked up and there's a hog coming out of that thicket right there. Looked like a big boar. And he pops out and he's about 25 or 30 yards. He was eating swamp chestnuts. I could hear him popping them. Wind's blowing this way. He was over there, so he didn't catch my wind, but he went behind that other big swamp chestnut tree and he was eating those. It's thick over there and I don't know where he went. He probably just moved away. I've got at least 6 swamp chestnuts within 30 yards or 40 yards of me, and then probably 5 or 6 white oaks, and a lot of them are dropping still, especially these swamp chestnuts. They've been hitting the ground all around me. I'm basically 0 for 3 on the season. I cut the camera off last night because I was pretty frustrated about it. Only thing I know to do is just keep practicing when I get the chance, and then keep coming out here hunting, trying to get opportunities. I mean, I'm frustrated because I've wasted a lot of opportunities. I know I'm not supposed to get this many shots at deer, so. Well, I finally got back in the tree. I got here as quick as I could after work. Don't have much time, maybe an hour or a little more. I threw on my clothes and got out here. When I was walking to my tree, I bumped 2 deer. I think they were right over there and they took off running, so I don't know if they'll come back or not, but maybe something will come through here before dark. I had to try it again. I already had all my stuff up in the tree anyway, so I'm just gonna sit here until dark and see what happens. pretty frustrated right now. I guess I've been doing this about a month now, off and on, but I've had too many opportunities to not have accomplished my goal. A lot of that's on me. I had 3 chances where I shot and I missed, so, you know, that's my bad for probably, I would say, not practicing from elevation near as much as I should. I did it a smidge, but not much. So I've squandered 3 opportunities there. I've had a lot of deer in range. I'm just very frustrated. I thought today was going to be the day. It was working out perfect. I had a doe and a little one come in, and they were eating acorns right under me, and the little one never knew I was there. And I kept trying to get a shot at the big one, and I drew back twice on her. First time, I don't think it was anything to do with me, because she was looking the opposite way. And by the time I got drawn back, or when I was drawn back, she spooked and ran about 10 yards and stopped, and she came right back. And then I drew back on her again. Right as I did, she stepped behind a tree or something. I kept trying to get a shot, and I never could, and then they left, and they didn't go very far. They stayed about 50 yards, and she acted like she wanted to come my way again, but never did. And then a spike came through. I drew back on him, did the same thing, stepped behind a tree, so no shots. You know, I mean, if you're looking at the bright side, at least I haven't wounded one yet. I mean, that was my goal, is to make a good shot on one, so I've not hit one bad and couldn't find it or anything like that, so that's good. Just frustrated at myself. Part of the difficulty of this is the camera gear, but I knew what I was signing up for when I did it, so, you know, I can't complain about that. I like having the footage. I like watching the hunts back and stuff, but I just wish they were a little better. The only thing I can do is just stay after the deer in that little area or get a little wiser. I don't know if you noticed, but that doe kept looking up in a tree even before she ever got to me. And I saw her, yesterday morning. She was doing the same thing. She was looking up in trees. So, you know, they wise up pretty quick, but I'm just going to stay after it. You know, hopefully I can get it done. Appreciate y'all watching this ordeal as it unfolds. I don't know how it's going to end up, but pretty sure if I can make a good shot on one, kill it, complete my goal, I'm probably going to hang the recurve up for a little while. Anyways, appreciate y'all.